What's good, it's your boy DJ Delz back with a brand new episode of Kickin' It, where we talk kicks with heads from all over the world that got the same love as me and you, these kicks right here. My first guest is Mike Rich from YouTube. I ran into his channel, man, and I loved it. The dude got crazy energy, huge fan of sneakers and Star Wars. If you know me, if you love sneakers and Star Wars, you rockin' with your boy Delz, most likely. But with that said, let's go talk to Mike Rich. I want to hear some sneaker talk, some sneaker memories. So let's get into that.
What's going on, DJ Delz? What's happening, man? Appreciate you for having me on the show. But I just wanted to answer one of the questions that was submitted to your boy Rich, man. And it's what I think of every time I see this shoe. This might be one of your favorites, dog. As a matter of fact, I think it is your favorite sneaker of all time, the Air Jordan 6. Black infrared. Man, the first thing I think of, every time I look at this shoe, the first thing that comes to mind. Now, and I'm from Atlanta, man, and I don't know about in the other states, but British Knights, in the early 90s, British Knights, BKs, man, it was very popular. All the big, fat, white basketball shoes, bulky basketball shoes was the most popular shoes. So my mom took me to JCPenney's. Out of all places, JCPenney sold Jordans back in the day. And she had me, I was two shoes that I had my eye on, and one of them was this, the Black Infrared 6, and the other one was a British Knight shoe, a BK, man. They were sitting right beside each other, and both of them retail for like $49. I wore GS sizes, of course, back then. So Mom was like, you know, you like both of those, choose which one you want. You can't get both, of course. And I chose, I'm just so ashamed to say it, I chose the British Knights, man, over the Air Jordan 6. Jordan, that was the year he won his first championship, and he hadn't won the championship yet. The season was still going. I knew about Michael Jordan, I knew about basketball, but I didn't really know the significance of it like that. And I didn't really know how, I really realize that I was going to really like this shoe because it was just something new. Black, sleek, narrow shoes weren't really that popular back then. But like I said, the big, bulky, white basketball shoes, I bought the British Knights, man. And it is what it is. But from that day forth, when I started getting more into basketball and stuff like that and MJ, I was like, I'm going to get these. If they ever come out again, who knew they was going to start retroing them back then? But when they did, your boy Rich got a pair. This is the 2014, and it is close as the OG as they have come since that time. So anyway, I appreciate you, DJ Delz, for having me on Kickin' It. And y'all, man, y'all going ahead and follow everything this man do. Good dude. Good sneaker reviewer, man, and I'm out. Gone.
Kickin' It. All right, my next guest is ICollectKicks on YouTube. Been watching dude for a long time. Has been putting in a lot of years on YouTube, and I love what he does. He got a lot of passion for sneakers like a lot of us right here. With that said, I want to hear a story when it comes down to these kicks. He got a great one talking about his first time making a trade. A lot of us remember that first time you actually maneuvered some sort of trade to get the pair of kicks you want. So ICollectKicks, what's good, homie?
What's up, DJ Delz? It's ICollectKicks in the building, and a shoe that always gives me a crazy story is these bad boys right here, the Galaxy Rookie. And the reason why is because this was actually my first trade to obtain this shoe. As you know, the Soul Collector version came out. I missed out as it was an iPad release. And then these dropped. I believe they dropped around the same time, but I missed out on these. I didn't even try to camp out for these. I just took that L like Meek Mills. But I happened to cop 3 pairs of the Doernbecher 9s. And luckily, someone I knew wanted to trade his rookies for those Doernbecher 9s. So that's how I obtained this shoe. Without CR Purse doing the trade, I would not be able to get this shoe unless I will pay over retail, which I am not doing. So every time I see this shoe, it reminds me of my first trade that was a success.
Kickin' It. We're gonna keep it with the homie ICollectKicks. He loves his foamposites. I want to hear his top foamposites he owns.
My top 3, it's not Jordans, but foamposites, always change on a monthly basis. Now I got over 40 something pairs of foamposites and always constantly change which 3 are my favorite. So I'm just going to give you 3 of my favorites for this month. And one of them is the classic Copper. Pays homage to Mr. Penny Hardaway himself. Such a classic colorway. Also, another rare gem you hardly see. the House of Hoops Neo line, foamposite 1. A lot of people confuse this for the Paranormans. And lastly, but not least, these bad boys that hit around New Year's Eve, the Blue Mirror foamposite. These are so sick, a definite eye popper, eye catcher. You must have this in your collection. Such a sexy shoe. So this is my top 3 foamposites at this time. Every time you guys see this shoe, you see the Asteroid Foamposite Pro. But when I look at this shoe, it always reminds me of one of my favorite shoes of all time, the LeBron 4 Fruity Pebble. Just with that multicolor outsole, it reminds me of the Fruity Pebble. Very similar to how the LeBron 4 was set up with the different colors and also the little graphics here. So every time I look at the shoe, reminds me of that LeBron 4.
Kickin' it! And that concludes today's episode of Kickin' It. Shout out to my guest. Make sure to check out all the information. All that will be in the description box below. Catch up on all of the episodes. We're at like 8 episodes deep, if not more. So make sure to watch all of them. I'll put a playlist in the description box below. If you enjoyed this one, you're going to love the other ones, I promise. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/The Sneaker Addict. Leave your comments, leave your thoughts. I read each and every one of them. And with that said, we out. Kickin' it!